Bladed jigs, one of the hottest baits in bass fishing. Let's talk about it here on the Googan Lab. So a bladed jig is exactly what it sounds like. It is a jig with a skirt and it has a blade on the front of it. We're on a lake right now that is in Louisiana. It's shallow grass and it's not too choked up. It's perfect for throwing bladed jigs. And that's a scenario you should look for when the grass is kind of sparse. These bladed jigs will come through that. The sides of these blades, they'll cut through the grass and you just reel it right through. And it's one of the easiest baits to catch fish on. There's not a whole lot of technical aspects to it. You just tie it on, you can just reel it right in, and it has such good action by itself. You don't have to do hardly anything. So I'm gonna tie on a clickbait here. It's a 3/8 ounce. And I like 3/8 ounce when fishing in real shallow grass like this. Half ounce is good too if you're fishing like 5 to 10, but we're fishing like 2 to 5. So I want that bait to kind of ride up over this grass. So I'm going with the 3/8. And we're gonna look at a couple of trailers, but the reason I'm throwing this color is because my buddy back here, PERIC, has been absolutely crushing it on a red clickbait. He has caught, I mean, twice as many fish as me throwing a swim jig, which is another option for grass, but they clearly want this. It puts out a lot of vibration, thump, they can detect it. It's just a really excellent way to catch them in shallow grass. So I'm gonna put on this kind of orange crawfish, bright colored, maybe some would consider that bluegill in some places, but they are eating crawfish here in Louisiana very clearly. We've caught fish that have crawfish sticking out of their mouth, and this looks like a crawfish that's just scooting through the grass. So that's why I'm going with this color. And trailer options, you can really play around with just a ton of different plastics to suit whatever, what kind of fishery you got going on. But I'm just gonna go with a little crack and crawl on here. So we're gonna rig this up on a 7.2 medium power fast action, which is our reaction rod. I've got a fast gear ratio reel. This is a 8-to-1 actually, and I've got 40-pound braid on here. You could throw 15-pound fluorocarbon, is probably excellent in most places. There's just a lot of grass here, and I like that connection to the bait. You really feel the thump. You can feel when those bass grab it on braid. Oh my gosh, is that a good one? That's absolutely laying on that red. Oh, good one, dude. Good one, dude. Very nice. They're in the canals.
Beautiful fish here.
Nice.
Clickbait right on the side. Gosh, 3-ounder.
For a 3-ounder?
3-ounder.
Retrieval on this. Just a nice medium retrieve. Now, the bait does most of the work for you. So the key to fishing this is try to maintain contact with that grass. When you're fishing the grass, try to keep that feel. So when you feel it start to get sticky in the grass, you know you're in a good spot. Often the bass are just sitting just above that or right in it. So you can speed it up if you're feeling a lot of grass, and you can raise your rod tip if you're feeling that grass thicken up. And then if you get it clogged up, just give it a quick pop, and then it'll clear that bait. That blade will actually cut through the grass and it'll clear out. And if you want to feel the grass more, just lower your rod tip, slow your retrieve down a little bit until you start feeling it again. So up high when you're feeling it, and then put it down low if you're not, just to keep that bait maintaining contact with the grass. All right, so those are some tips for bladed jigs. If y'all aren't throwing them, you better put some in your tackle box. If you want to stay tuned for more tips right here, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.